Hey guys, what's up? My name is RideTeacher. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a special tier list. Today we'll be ranking all the KISS members. Now I did do a YouTube short ranking the KISS members, and some people disagreed with my list, and some people agreed to my list, and some people didn't think it was a list. But this is just my opinion of each KISS member. Each KISS member, though, has all did a great thing in the band. It's just some did more than others, and I'm gonna be ranking them by their music, their overall presentation, and I guess you could say a little bit of the personality. So let's get started. First member is Bruce Kulick. Now he played. His first record was, I believe, Animalize. He played on the Animalize tour, and then he played until Carnival of Souls. Um, Overall, he's a great member of KISS. He's always like, I like his personality. He lacks a little bit of charisma, but he's a great guitarist. I love a lot of the songs that he plays. I'm gonna give him. You know, he's such a nice person. He's such a nice person, you know. So I'm gonna give him a B tier, for now, but it could probably change. Eric Singer. Now you guys are probably saying, "Oh my God, this dude should be in D tier." I'm not gonna put him in D tier. I think Eric Singer or Eric Carr, those two are tied, or you know, I think Eric Singer is a really good drummer. I think he's better. He's a better drummer than Peter Criss, like in technique wise. Does he have a better voice than Peter Criss? Absolutely not. But Eric Singer, he played on Revenge, and he played through the rest of their albums basically. He played a lot on Psycho Circus, I believe. But Eric Singer, the one thing I don't like about him is that he's wearing the makeup, the Catman makeup. I know a lot of people can agree with me on this. But Eric Singer, though, he's such a great drummer, and you know, I gotta respect him. You know, he's been in KISS for more than 20 years, and I'll put him in A tier. A or B? I'll put him in A tier. I may move Bruce Kulick to A for now, but he's probably like A or B, Bruce Kulick. But I'm gonna put him in B right now, but he's close to an A more than a B. Ace Frehley, the Spaceman, S tier, automatically. Now, Ace Frehley, I love his solo album from 1978. I do like some of his origin albums that he released in the 2010s. Great, probably the best guitarist in KISS. His overall playing ability is great. I love his voice. I love his songwriting. Cold Gin, Parasite. You know, others like I love the cover they did, 2000 Man. I love Shock Me. And many others. You know, I love Ace Frehley's I just love his presence in KISS. So I love Cold Gin. That's probably my favorite Ace Frehley song. I do also like a couple of his, like, Rock Soldiers, but that's not really him. That's not really him in KISS. That's really him and his Frehley's Common and stuff like that. But Ace Frehley's an S tier for me. Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley, in my opinion, he's one of the best vocalists of all time. Really great frontman. Yes, he can be a little annoying on stage when he always has to talk in between songs. Like, we get that. But overall, Paul Stanley, he's such like I know a lot of people kind of like lost respect for him over the autobiography that he did, and he kind of like dissed all the other members of KISS, even Eric Carr. Paul Stanley, though, overall, he's a great frontman. He's a great songwriter, and I gotta give him a nice A tier. Gene Simmons. Now, I'm gonna be honest. When I was really young and my introduction to Kiss, it was Gene Simmons. He got me into it. But I think Gene Simmons is an interesting individual. Yes, he has a big ego, but I love a lot of the songs that he wrote. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I actually don't hate his solo album from 1978. Yes, there's some stinkers on there. Well, not stinkers, but there's some songs that are kind of meh. But in my opinion, his solo album is not bad. It's not terrible. I no, it's not better than Ace Frehley's record, but like Gene Simmons, like I'm gonna give him. It's either A or B. I gotta make this a little bit more interesting. I'll put him in A tier. I'll put him. I'll put him ahead of Paul Stanley. I just see Gene Simmons a little bit more likable in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could change my mind about that. I mean, they you know, I think Gene and Paul are kind of the same in a way, but I mean, I guess I like some of Gene's songs better. No, that's not the case. I like Paul Stanley songs. I like Every Time I Look at You and stuff like that. But overall, they're kind of like tie in my opinion, both of them. Maybe Paul Stanley a little bit more, so I'll put him right there. Peter Criss. All right. Now, Peter Criss, in my opinion, I ranked him number 1 in the tier in the YouTube short that I made. That got a lot of views. Is he number 1? I don't know. I think he's tied or second to Ace Frehley. Peter Criss is I do like his solo album from 1978. I do like the music that he plays. I love a lot of the songs that he sings on, like Baby Driver, Getaway, Black Diamond, Nothing to Lose. Well, he didn't really sing a lot of Nothing to Lose, but But Peter Criss, though, I love his voice. He has like a Rod Stewart like vibes to it. Hard Luck Woman, I love that he sings that song. He's a decent drummer. He's not better than Eric Singer or Eric Carr, but his energy as a drummer and his voice is great. And I actually do like I also like Hooligan, Dirty Livin'. They're great songs. I know. Some people don't really like those songs, but I think they're pretty good. So I'm gonna put Peter Criss on S tier. The only thing that lacks him, in my opinion, is his drumming ability, but I feel like he makes that up with his voice and his charisma. Eric Carr. Eric Carr, in my opinion, S tier. Eric Carr is such a sweetheart. He came to the band when they needed a good replacement, and I think Eric Carr was a great replacement. I loved his work from Creatures of the Night. Such a killer album to listen to, and I do like some of his songs. I like the Shandy song that he made. It's just Shandy, like Paul Stanley singing it, but instead of him singing it, it's Eric Carr singing it, and it's like a different instrumental. I think it's off the Rockology album. But yeah, I have no problems with Eric Carr. I think he's I love his vocals. I like his rendition of Beth. So, yeah, I'll put him in S tier. I'm definitely going to fix A tier a little bit because I think I'm going to move... Oh man, this is tough. Because Bruce Kulick, in my opinion, he doesn't really have any flaws, really. It's just maybe the lack of charisma. But he's overall a great member. I'm going to move him in A tier. Vinnie Vincent. Now, I know a couple people have different opinions on Vinnie Vincent. I think he's an incredible songwriter when he was in Kiss. Creatures of the Night, Lick It Up, some songs off Revenge. He is an incredible guitarist. You cannot deny that. But, and overall, I do like his makeup design. But, I know a lot of people don't like him as a person. you know, I know Paul Stanley said he should not be celebrated in Kiss. I don't know if I'm saying it right or whatever, but Vinnie Vincent. I mean, do I like him better than Gene and Paul? No. Did Vinnie Vincent write better songs at the time than both Gene and Paul? Absolutely. But I'll put him in A tier for now, but I'm definitely going to make the list a lot more better at the end. Tommy Thayer. I think he's a great guy. He seems like a nice guy. I have no problems with him. I'm not going to put him in D tier. Putting him in C tier. His overall, he's a great guitarist, but most of the time he's kind of like playing or trying to sound like Ace Frehley. Man, I mean, he was a fan of Kiss, so I don't really have a problem with Tommy Thayer, like as much as a lot of people do. Like he wanted to play in Kiss, and I guess Paul and G wanted him to wear the makeup. But I mean, yeah, that annoys me that Eric Singer's doing that too. But I feel like Tommy Thayer is kind of playing a lot more like Ace than Eric Singer playing more like Peter Criss. Well, at least on Eric Singer, he's playing differently. Alright, Mark St. John. Well, Mark St. John's a little interesting because he didn't really play that a lot in Kiss. He played on one album, and that was Animalize. So, I mean, you can't really judge him, really. I'm going to put him in C tier. Maybe. I don't really necessarily... I think he was a good guitarist, great guitarist. I don't know. I don't really have any flaws. I'll put him in B tier. But I'm definitely gonna move this around. I think Bruce Kulick's gonna stay over there. Eric Singer's gonna stay because he's a great drummer, just with the makeup. Paul Stanley, I think this is a good list. So yeah, that is it. This is my Kiss tier list video of all the members. Leave a like down below if you guys want to see more, and if you guys disagree of my tier list, leave your rankings down below. This is just my opinion, so if you guys disagree, that's completely okay. I'm not saying this is the definitive tier list ranking that everyone should agree on. It's just, just ranking it. Just my personal preference. But, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.